Hello, my lovely vigilant owls. How I missed you. I don't know how long it's been since I did my last video. Time has been eluding me lately. It really has. But anyhow, how have you been? Just let me know in the comments. I know you can't. I won't hear your responses through the video. Or will I? I'm in a kind of a goofy-ish mood because honestly I pulled a very heavy reading. It felt like a very serious reading. It is Saturday. It is the day of lovely Baron Samedi and his wife Madame de Bridget, to balance that out. And I'm in mostly all black today, like always, minus my pink slippers. Don't mind me. I felt a little girly today. But anyhow, so I was just relaxing today, and I just just letting my mind drift, right? And I got suddenly I got snatched into a zone, and I ended up writing it down because first I got one visual that kept like blinking in and out, which is pretty interesting. I wrote it down here. It kept blinking in and out because I was kind of doing stuff like in my physical body while I was like trying to get the channel. I'm like, come on, can I just do what I need to do? It's like, no, you gotta sit down and listen. So I was like, all right, fine. So the first scenario, the first quick one was, first I heard the quote, "Follow me if you want to live." And I'm like, oh, what's going on? At first I'm like, my surroundings, what's going on? And it's like, no, just listen. And then I got a visual of, let me see here. Oh, okay. So you know that scene, because I just wrote down Shrek reference, I didn't write down what it was referencing. Yay for drugs. But I remember what it was. So it was the scene where Shrek, the very first movie, where he's rescuing, when he first meets Princess Fiona, and the dragon's going crazy because Donkey, I guess, locked her up already, and the tower was collapsing, and Shrek was rescuing her, but in that scene he couldn't find his way out, and then that's when the spirit guide just jumped in, and you see an animal. That's why there's 3 different ones, because it was 3 different animals I saw that called out saying, "Follow me if you want to live." And I was like, okay, so we're doing that. I pick a card, adventure pick your quest. This is going to be interesting. I hope you guys enjoy this. But pick your own adventure, yes. I'm such a nerd. I love those books. I swear I love those books. But you know, I was in the hood school, so only had like 3, and then sometimes kids would steal it, then you know how that goes. But anywho, so it was that scene where you, as however you see yourself as Shrek, Fiona, etc., waiting to get rescued, or you're going to rescue your divine feminine, and you're deciding what animal you're going to follow as you're escaping the middle of this tower collapsing. Whatever it is to you, maybe society, maybe personally, whatever. However you take the tower, whatever animal you choose, this is your own. Pick your quest. I'm just the messenger of what I got downloaded. Whoever resonates with it, resonates with it. If you don't, hey, there's other readers. What else? Oh yes, the second scenario that I got. And you don't have to pick one. You could relate to both, either or, but this is the second scenario that I got when I finished like setting up, because I immediately was like, yeah, I gotta do a reading on this. I have to do a reading on this. The second one was seeing a traveler. Couldn't tell if it was a boy or girl, had a hood on their head. It was not Red Riding Hood that was popping in my head. I don't know if someone needed that confirmation of Red Riding Hood. Maybe you're that for Halloween. Hooray. But and this is timeless as well. It's not just like for right now, what's going on, etc. It's just whenever you come across the video, it's completely timeless. It's outside the circle of time. It's whatever. But the second scenario is, I know I just don't get to it, but the second scenario was a traveler is going through the forest and it ends up getting lost and pulled into the shadowy area of the forest where all of the subconscious shadows that people, run from, their demons, ghosts from the past, echoes, that part that gets like highlighted greatly. They got lost in that part of the forest, and the forest animals, mainly the tricksters, start coming and starting playing tricks on the traveler. All of the illusions contain their traumas and fears, and then suddenly one of the forest animals the traveler came across, fox, peacock, panther, yes, whichever one they came across, yells, "Follow me if you want to live." Who are you going to follow, my lovely traveler? Your own. Pick a card. Quest. Yes. So yeah, I know it was a long intro, but hopefully this does pique your interest, because this was very interesting to me. I couldn't keep this reading to myself, because honestly I was very tempted to, but I'm like, you know what, I need to share this with my vigilant owls, because another hoot could be needing this as well. What else? Oh, right, the regular stuff. I'm going to be starting my Patreon very soon. I just need to get my other decks, and I still need to add some stuff to the tiers. What else? Oh yes, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want a personal reading from this vigilant hoot herself, you can just get the information in the description box, or wait till all the way at the end of the video for the pretty lovely visuals. Alright, I think I talked enough. So let's see what each animal is I don't want to say saving you from, but helping you get out of. So let's start with pile 1, my lovely fox family. Let's do it. We can't fly to the sky because we have foxes, so we're just gonna, hop alongside. Alrighty, let's do this. And I'm gonna take my time with this reading because I feel it's very important, so we're gonna do it on my channel. So my lovely fox family, let's see, the people that followed the foxes, my lovely vigilant owls. Whichever scenario you're going with, is just so are you saving your divine feminine during the tower collapse, or are you waiting to get rescued by your divine masculine during the tower collapse, or are you just lost in the shadows in general, like during your shadow work, or going through the trauma processing the emotions, etc.? Are you just stuck there to the point where you need a bit more help than usual to get out of it because the illusion is so strong, basically? So people that chose the fox for help, let's do this. So the first couple tarot cards, mainly the Enchanted Forest, of course. They're really having me in this Enchanted Forest, so I guess a few videos are going to be in the forest theme today. This one. Oh, so what has the forest pulled you in towards during this, whichever scenario you're in, during the tower, or if it's the traveler? The 3 of Spells. 3 of Wands. Interesting. Dang, that's a little harsh. I heard a bit over optimistic. Ow, that hurt. That hurt someone. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't want to say over optimistic is a bad thing, but being so, I want to say not almost head in the clouds. It's just more of being so like things are just gonna overall turn out so well that you don't see like the little bumps and cracks that are, you know, starting to show in the mirror a little bit. That's all. And you're starting to either realize this, or you're getting plagued with this as an illusion, like, oh, things are not turning out so well, but then next thing you know, so it's just kind of like, let me see, someone needs an example. Say, I'm gonna use that. No. Okay, say you want to have a bowl of cereal. Sure, let's go with that. Say you want to have a bowl of cereal, my lovely Fox family, and you go and you find that there's either no more milk or it's spoiled. So you're like, oh, fine, someone's coming home soon, so let me text them so they can pick up milk. So you're waiting and you're waiting, and then the person finally comes home, and you finally like, yes, I can have milk, and they say like, oh, I forgot the milk, and it's like, oh. But then you're like, okay, it's fine. Then you're like, all right, let me just go to the store. Then you go to the store, you find out that you don't have the same milk. They don't have the milk that you like for your cereal. And you're just like, oh, fine. Then you just, you either choose to go to another store, but you don't want to waste your time. So you end up just getting another milk, and you come back home and either the milk is spoiled, or basically you're just being so over optimistic, and to the point it becomes passive aggressive to yourself, in a sense, if that makes sense to you. The small glimmers of light, so the dark angels are going to be the small slivers of hope, the silver lining in the storm, so to speak, that's going to help you, bring you to this realization, or help you find the path to get out of the tower that's collapsing. The Eight of Wands and the Nine of Swords. Realizing you're just kind of looking the wrong way. Like, instead of you following your heart, in a sense, your heart saying, hey, we should probably go left today, but your mind's like, why can't we just go the regular way, because it's, you know, just quicker. And it's like, no, you probably don't want to do that. Or if anyone needs that confirmation. Or just realizing that the path is right there. See right here with the Eight of Wands, she has Three of Wands right next to her. Same with Three of Spells right here. She has it right next to her. But just because she's being like so like passive aggressive or overly optimistic of, oh, everything's gonna be fine if I just do this, if I just do that, if I just do this, it'll be okay. Being stuck in that illusion, almost, that you can clearly stand up from. It's not like he's trapped. He's just looking the wrong way. So coming to those realizations of where you are, or what's like really happening around you, is gonna be a glimmer of hope of getting out of the shadow valley, or not getting hit by a boulder while the tower's collapsing, you know, getting out the way a little bit. How are they plaguing you a little bit with the Deviant Moon deck here? Judgment and the Hierophant. Yeah. Being so overly optimistic. Almost a sense of being so spiritual that you don't see you're completely blind to the physical, of what's actually physically happening, in a sense. Like what's actually happening, like, yeah. Oh my god, being so, everything will just turn out fine. Spirit will find a way. The faith without work is dead. You have to put some kind of work in. You can't keep, I'm sorry to some of the people, I gotta say it though, I'm sorry. Can't just keep praying to the universe. You can't keep just praying to God. You can't just keep praying to your higher self. You have to go out and do it. You have to go make the calls. You have to balance your spirituality and your practicality. You have to. The balance is very important right now. So someone need to hear that. What was it? Okay, so Earth Wisdom Oracle, how as you're following the fox to safety, not really what lessons are grounding you, what past lessons are helping you ground you so your anxiety doesn't build up as you're running away, in a sense, or getting to safety. Divine protection. Understanding that having that balance of spirituality and practicality, it's not like, oh, you just toss everything to the wind to spirit, like you don't have to put in work, or you don't just do all the work without really believing in spirit. Because you do need your faith in order to, get by. Because if you're just working, and you're not really stopping to say, like, appreciate, doing this, being able to do this, understanding like you're better than where you were a year ago, understanding that spirit is still with you, but it still needs your help. See here how she still has to bring the physical flowers and the rocks in order just for the light to shine as well. Like, the light could still shine, but imagine if she didn't bring things, it won't be as powerful. And the extra animal spirit that's also helping you, possibly also teaching you a lesson, or helping you, give you that extra advice in either scenario that you're in, is the beaver. So let me read the beaver for you, my lovely fox family. Shout out to my lovely foxes. You know who you are. This owl gives you a hoot and a heart. Sorry, I'm just trying to find beaver. Here we go. Oh, let me find the element too. I want to give you the element. Yes, grounding your emotions. That's just my little interpretation of it. Take it how you will. But the beaver is in the water category. But it's also, it does work with wood, so it's also earth. Sorry, that's my own little nerdy breakdown there. Anywho, hard worker, loyal, tireless, family first. The beaver personality is a welcome sight. These good-natured and dependable creatures have infinite love and enthusiasm for family and express it by way of the earth element, providing a home, financial stability. Although a beaver doesn't usually initiate a project, once started, they'll work steadily for weeks, months, or years to see it through. The beaver card appears when the task at hand requires your long-term steady effort. It can also signify that it's time for some karmic yoga, selfless service. When in balance, happy, meaningful work. When out of balance, feels useless, worn out. To bring into balance, physical labor, selfless service. So, I know that was a lot to digest for pile one, my lovely fox family. Please be sure to give me a hoot in the comments to let me know how this reading turned out for you. If you were scenario 1, scenario 2, both. And please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, possibly share it for anyone else that could use like a message or a little, seed planted in the brain. And that's all I got. Let's mosey on down and let's go visit the peacock to see what his adventure path is. Peace, fox family. Alrighty. The peacocks. For some reason, I also got like a Sun Leo vibe. So if my Leos are trying to peek below around the corner, hello too. This is possibly also for you. Maybe I got a Leo watching me, or a few. You get love too, don't worry. You get a heart too. And give me a hoot in the comments. So, hopefully you did stick around to listen to the 2 scenarios. And let's begin. Where are you, either scenario 1 or scenario 2? Your what is the forest presenting to you, or the tower you're in? Which Shrek? Let's say it. Shrek's gonna be the hero. 4 challenges and the 5 of spells. You're resting in conflict. Either you're watching like you're an outside looking in, or you're just kind of just there, just watching your peers just squabble. Whichever boat you're in. And you're just trying to decipher, analyze 2 different things. I don't know why I need to say that. Decipher, analyze like what you just witnessed or what you're witnessing, trying to process what you witnessed. You're just here like, what happened here, and why did I have to witness this? Like, what is the message here? I don't know. So you're just in minor hermit mode in a sense, trying to figure out what's going on. At least what's going on, how you perceived what happened. I don't know why I need to say that. Allegedly. We got a court date going up. Oh. I don't know. Okay then. So what's that glimmer of light? What's that dark angel you got? What's that silver lining you got here? Oh, you got magician. Look at that. You're trying to see how an experiment went wrong. Where did you F up in a sense? Because you see how he's like taken aback a bit about what he created. Sorry to glare. But he's like taken aback a bit, like, oh, what did I make? What happened? Okay then. Did not mean for that to happen. Okay then. Alright. The illusion that you are being presented with whatever scenario, but that's your silver lining. Understanding that magician energy, that manifestation energy, just trying to figure out like the cause that brought this effect in a sense. So going back to step 1 in a sense. Ace of Swords. Truth. That's interesting. The truth of what really happened, not how you saw it. So maybe you were a bit disoriented of what happened, not in a sense of drugs or drinking, but you know how you could be, because anything could distort our realities. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Anything can distort. If we're too angry, we can perceive someone as being annoying when really they're just having an awesome day and they're just chilling. It's that type of thing. So probably the truth of what actually transpired, in a sense of if everyone was like in a cooler mind frame, what was the actual scenario, not when everyone was like upset or sad or like in a really negative state. What actually happened is what is being presented to you, but kind of in a distorted way. That's because this deck, the Deviant Moon deck here, it's very good. I love this deck. The only thing is, you see how it's in the moon, and it's because it's the subconscious. I handle this deck as a subconscious, and it's kind of in like a dream, distorted messed up kind of way, but it's also really artistic-y, really nice. Yeah, that's how I kind of... So you're seeing the truth, but beyond its distortion, in a sense. That's what that silver lining is. So you're trying to see in that peacock sense, maybe the peacock, because it is flashy, so maybe in the heat of a moment or something like that, you're resting, reviewing like the fights that you witnessed or had or whatever, and you're trying to figure out the cause of it, to figure out how the effect happened. Whoever throat chakra hurts, drink some tea, please. Drink some water. Matter of fact, let me drink some water. I got some water here. Sorry. Told you I was taking my time today. I love deep readings like these. Sorry. I'm a bit of a nerd. I can't help myself. But so someone's throat chakra maybe is causing them not to be in this restful state. But yeah, maybe in the moment some things were said and you're trying to figure out what caused it in order to fix what affected it, and you're trying to see beyond your distorted truth or what actually happened. Now, what is helping you ground? Like, what is the peacock leading you away towards to get out of this, in a sense? Or heal it, however you choose to do. Heal thyself. Sorry, I don't know why I said it like that. That was weird. 24, heal thyself. And 11, inspiration. So that inspiration to realize where you messed up, where they messed up, and healing that within your heart to go back. And having those inspiration, which is your guides, going on nature walks, self-care, and being compassionate to yourself. Don't just yell at yourself in your head. It's very easy to kick yourself when you initiated the arguments. It's very easy. Trust me, society does not teach the other side. It's very easy to kick yourself. Trust me, I know. Realize beyond that, in that anger moment, what built up that anger. What those little things that built it up to get you to that point. And being compassionate with yourself to that point. Like, why didn't you communicate that easier? What didn't they understand that you can fix? Instead of just constantly kicking yourself and being in that negative energy flow state. Because if you are, guess what? This isn't gonna heal. So just maybe taking the time to break out your journal, voice record, podcast, dance, meditate, whatever you need to do, smoke, whatever. To be able to process the intense anger, the intense emotion, whatever emotion helped you in whatever scenario it is, in order for you to get out of this particular, I feel like it's more of the forest, the shadow valley. So to get out of the shadow valley experience by being able to pick apart why you felt those extreme, I don't want to say outbursts, but that extreme flare up. There we go. So, extra advice. No, that was a little heavy. Sorry. My apologies. Extra advice, animal spirit. B. Oh, look at that little. Out of all these dark, depressing cards, I mean, you got this one. This is the blow up right here with the 5 of spells. See that? And this one here, inspiration. But this one's the brightest card of all. Look at that. Look how happy B spirit feel. Let's read that. Look how happy that is. Oh yes. Earnest. Oh, let's see what element this is. It's air. So the mental realm. Yeah, so just the mental realm, yeah. Earnest, hardworking, diplomatic. The B personality is a delight to be around, especially when there's a team project on the horizon. B loves to work steady and thoughtfully until final task is complete. They are sensitive creatures aware of many subtleties at once. Since they're artists at heart, they usually add creative details to the overall vision. For the most part, they have bustling, joyous personalities until they're too tired from all the work. Then they gripe and then sting. When in balance, consistent, active, vibrant. When out of balance, overworked, annoyed. To bring into balance, mini vacation. Alrighty. Well, that's all I have for you, peacocks. Hopefully this did resonate and help you. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Maybe share if anything in here resonated and you wanted to share the message, or plant seeds. Whichever one, I don't care. Well, we're hopping on to Panther. Peace, peacocks. And thank you for the lovely feathers. Alright, Panthers. My apologies if this cuts off in the middle of your reading. I don't know how long I can record one time. If anything, I'll just stitch together. It's not going to be no one big deal. But anyhow, hopefully you did stay long enough to hear the two scenarios. I will post the timestamps, of course. Anywho, wow, you guys got the most cards. So let me get some water real quick. I almost did your pile first because every time I shuffled, your spread time would knock all the cards over. Yeah. So but you guys got the most cards, so I was like, yeah, I'm doing that last, so y'all could really enjoy, get a snack. And yeah, get a snack. I think you're gonna want this one. Anywho, what is the forest bringing you to? Whatever scenario you guys are in. You got a lot of cards. Let's see here. What's happening? The White Heart. The full card of everything. You jumped into the pure unknown and you are scared. That's the only thing I got for you. Damn. I was expecting the Tower. I wasn't expecting the Fool. Okay, anyway. Let's do this. What are the glimmers of hope in this Fool? I feel like we don't even need to get to the shadowy aspect part yet. No, we need to figure out what are the happy times before we give you the bad news. So, Queen of Wands. Strength. The Hierophant. Temperance. Where's the star? Hold on. No, this is Temperance. Sorry. Six of Cups. You're young. You're very powerful. You have time. And you have a lot of soul tribe family members ready to help you. Amen. Whoever needed that, amen. I don't discriminate. Why not? What? Believe in whatever gets you to enlightenment. I don't care. Whatever gets you to where you need to be, I'm happy. Whoever needed that. But also, not just young. I'm sorry. Not you have a very youthful energy. Don't take it as like, oh, no, I'm an old crone. No. You have a very youthful energy that'll get you where you need to be, regardless of what. Oh, your music cut off. I'm sorry, guys. That sucks. I'm gonna keep going. Yeah, see, when you walk into a room, the music stops. Look at that. That's how powerful your energy is. That's how intense that youthful, explosive, I can do anything, the world's my oyster energy is. You need to tap into that energy to help you get to whatever scenario is causing this intense either tower moment or illusion on top of illusion that is stopping you from reaching basically your destiny, in a sense. Destiny. A lot of people are in twin flames, even though shit. Whatever you're trying to achieve is going, this energy that you are able to tap into is helping you with. You just need to actually see it. Because you keep picturing your spirit guide, and your spirit guide's blind. So you need to direct where you want this energy to go. Because you keep asking for like abundance in general, and it's like, where are we putting this abundance? Because you're not being specific here. You're just asking for abundance. Do you want body abundance? Do you want food abundance? Do you want money abundance? Do you want cat abundance? Like, what do you want? You don't just go to a bank and say you want a loan. Do you want a house loan? You want a car loan? You gotta be specific of what you're asking for here. Even if it feels like it's not like, because it's also the conditioning thing. You gotta remember that. When you're conditioned to think a certain way, you don't know how to ask for things when you're not want to say in control of everything, but when you can just, it's unlimited in a sense. So you don't know how to ask because no one taught you, because you were conditioned to be taught things, not just go like how kids go. Kids, you can entertain them with anything. Young, especially super young kids, you can entertain them with, you can give them what can you give them? You can give them like a ball of yarn, and that thing will be like Dragon Ball Z power-ups to them. Like, hey, you can't do that. Why? No one said I can't. Exactly. That's what. It doesn't matter how you ask. You just gotta be specific on what you want. That's all. That is all. What do you no category? Where do you want the abundance to go? To the direct deposit. That's all you need to say. All right. At Chase Bank. Dang it. Wells Fargo's. Whatever you bank. Don't write the account number on a piece of paper. I'm just saying. Anywho, what illusions are stopping you right now, that are making you feel like you're being stopped, to where you're feeling like almost a suppression? So I don't know what I did. I flipped it over, so 6 of Wands. I don't know what I was doing. Anywho, you have the 6 of Pentacles. You have the 5 of Cups. You have the Tower. And you have the 6 of Wands. Starting with a 6 and ending with a 6. Earth, fire. Interesting. Giving and being celebrated. It's interesting. Give me a sec. I actually need some water. Jesus Christ, my mouth is dry. Again, the throat chakra. What's going on? So with probably too, they were having issues with throat chakra-ness. Being able also, I'm getting also being able to tell people no when you need help, when you, not when you need help, when they need help. Because trust me, I understand it's very, very difficult, especially if it's like a connection and stuff. Not a super intense one, but more of like, say like a family member, friends, when you know they're really going through a tough time. And now it's okay to help when you can. Trust me, it's okay to help when you can. Don't be naked trying to clothe someone else. Don't do that. Done that before, it sucks. It really does, especially when they don't appreciate it. But constantly always finding yourself giving to people that never learn their lessons. You know, those people that always need $1 when they should have been at work. Like always asking for money to cover some food costs when they're supposed to be, you know, again, at work. You know what I'm talking about. And the only reason why, I don't want to say the only reason why you don't, but one of the reasons why you don't say no all the time, or no when you don't want to constantly give, because you know the person is not going to appreciate it, or they're just not going to learn the lesson, just going to do the same thing. You don't want to be, not really, I don't want to say nagged at. You don't want to be, yeah, I want to say nagged at. You don't want like things coming down to where people start calling you, oh, you're being selfish, oh, you just being called names all the time. When you do a lot of stuff for people, you just don't want to constantly give off your energy, constantly giving your energy off to vampires. That's basically it. And ending in the 6 is, it's also like kind of a pride thing I'm feeling as well, where you just want to be, you also want to be loved and celebrated too, for these for constantly giving. So that's why you also give. You're possibly just realizing this, or you're not really sure, you don't know that you're doing this also for the alkali secretly, like not in like a narcissistic way, just more of because sometimes that's the only way you really get noticed, if you do something nice for people. It's like, oh, good job, etc. Other times it's just like, because you know everyone likes being seen. That's all it is. What's helping you ground your way out of this pile? Ooh, you really need to speak up, listen to some little beats. And I don't even think it's really a throat chakra thing. That's the crazy thing. It's just more of my mouth is dry. It's not really my throat. It more of it hits my third eye. It's more in between my my upper third chakra and my lower third eye. It's really interesting. I'm gonna ponder on that for a second. Let me pull up the Earth article. Maybe that will jog me. Practical intuition. Being able to voice what you're seeing. Being able to really be like, just being able to speak the truth how you see it, like how they're presenting themselves. Like, no, I'm not gonna give you a $1, because every time you do, you go spend it on something stupid, or you don't use it for whatever you're actually going to use it for. Or no, I'm not going to give you a ride, because every time I give you a ride, you take me to some dangerous area. That type of thing. Actually speaking how someone is actually treating you. Yeah, actually speaking how someone else is treating you. You feel much freer actually saying like, hey, I don't like what you're doing. Stop. Or I'm not going to do this for you until you actually show an improvement, or something like that. Something about those laws. It's not an ultimatum. It's just more voicing your concerns, or letting someone know where your boundary is. That's it. Like really, that's really what it also is. Being in such unknown territory that you can't voice your boundaries to someone or to a group of people, whichever scenario you're in, or you already did, and now you're reflecting on it also. But also you're just pondering, like, I don't know what to, like, I don't know how to really tell them they're being, I'm not saying that, I don't care, Spirit, I am not the R word, I don't know. Spirit said racist, I don't know who it was for. I'm sorry, YouTube. I don't know the words I can't say on this thing. But anywho, I'm not saying it again. You already heard it. But because if you don't say anything, you're probably feeling a lot of headaches all of a sudden, possibly toothaches. I'm not a doctor. No, I'm just saying what possibly could happen. Just what's popping in my head. Possibly just a lot of jaw tension, like your jaw hurt, like it's hard to chew sometimes because it's just like, because you're not really voicing what's actually happening, what you're witnessing in your reality. In your reality, you're just keeping quiet because you don't want to hurt someone's feelings, or you just don't want to hear them, complain. You just don't want to hear the nagging. You kick them out. That's just either like kick them out or just don't deal with them. That's all you can do. And if whoever don't like it, oh well. Anywho, extra advice for you guys. Phoenix. Intense transformation. Maybe intense visualization, intense download. And Dolphin. Very playful. Ooh, I'm so glad Dolphin is here. Because again, these two, with patience as well, also having that patience to heal and realize what's like really happening, but also combined with Dolphin releasing it and then realizing what's happening, and then guess what, you could either laugh it off, or you can be like, oh well, video games, whichever it is for you guys, whatever it is, that's what Dolphin Spirit, I'm gonna read Dolphin Spirit too, but that's what it's feeling like to me. It's just like understanding what's happening, understand what you've been feeling, what's been really bugging you, what's been really hitting you on every angle imaginable, to where it's like, oh, that's what it is. It's because I'm doing this, because I'm not speaking up, because I'm just letting them like kind of walk all over me in a sense. Alright, screw it, I'm gonna go do something else. I'm gonna either voice my opinion, or I'm just gonna leave them where they're at, in a sense. Because some people either realize it and left them already, or they're realizing this and possibly confronting them. That's what Panther is helping you with. Whichever scenario, and either you're traveling in the forest, or if you're taking action after your divine feminine realizes what transpired with her. Her. We're not clinging to gender, just describing energy. But my vigilant owls know that. I don't gotta constantly say it. Again, forgive me if the video cuts out, I'll just stitch it together. And yeah, that's it. So I'm gonna read Dolphin, because Phoenix is just, self-explanatory. That transformation feeling, like, oh, okay, I'm transforming this situation, I'm transmuting this situation into my favor. Like, oh, okay, now I realize what they're doing, let me move accordingly. The Dolphin Spirit is really interesting to me. Look how playful he looks. So happy. Innately intelligent healer, light blessings. The gifts of the dolphin are beyond what our human minds can grasp. Dolphin personalities are often drawn to the healing arts as they are sensitive to the subtle and enjoy working on the level of spirit. It's easy for dolphin types to underestimate the impact that they make in the world. These creatures play such an important role in the wheel. Sorry. These creatures play such an important role in the wheel of karma that coming in contact with a dolphin type will change the entire course of your day and thus your life. This card can initiate a profound blessing on its way. When in balance, active healer, strong spiritual practice. When out of balance, underestimates own power to bring into balance like-minded spirits. So, that is all that I have for you, Panther Path. Thank you so much for coming in, flying in. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Please be on the lookout for any Patreon updates. And if you would like a personal reading, please wait for the pretty little credits that should be coming on any moment now. And hopefully you enjoyed this lovely adventure pick-a-path quest thingy. Well, that is all. Thank you again for flying in, my lovely vigilant owls. Peace.